Hello and welcome to another live stream. If you're new around here, my name is the Darn Bullet. We are back in FS25 with my little series here. For those of you that have missed the other two episodes, they are both available on my Twitch page and on YouTube. Gonna get our tractor started because we're gonna need it for today. So I have my steering wheel set up. We do have, unfortunately, it seems the same dead zone, but it seems smaller in this game. And that today I had no issues launching the game. All my issues were my wheel for some reason. Speaking of my wheel, my wheel just disconnected. Give me a second. Okay. The issue I have is my PC with my USB. It likes to have specific USB ports for specific things. And hopefully we don't have any more issues. But we're gonna hook onto our sprayer. We're gonna need to unload that. And we're gonna need to... Wrong one. Liquid. Liquid fertilizer. We're only gonna buy one because it's expensive for fertilizer. Gonna go fill that up. Wait. How do I fill this again? Ah. Okay. So, 2 fields need fertilizing, which are 45 and 36, if I remember correctly. Yeah. But we're not going to fertilize 36 today. Because... Or 46, sorry. Because that's going to get an application when we plant the barley. Because that's our barley field. So we're just going to fertilize 45. This working? It is. Our other canola field, 47, is fully fertilized. And this will be the second application for this field. So then this will be fully fertilized. I don't know where the edge of what we fertilized is. So I'm hoping we get it all. Fertilizing your crops is obviously important, as well as making sure there's no weeds. All our weeds are dead. You can see them. There's a lot of them. It does seem easier to stay in a straight line with a wheel. Off we go. This should be it. I do like this tractor. For jobs like this, that it can do with ease. I still think we need a bigger tractor though. We're gonna look into tractors after this. Set a goal. Okay, so we have missed a bit, but that's okay. Just gonna stop that there real quick. Gonna go grab our forklift. God, this thing has some power. Whoops. That doesn't really matter because we're not moving them from here. This is where they're going to be stored for now. Why won't this get off my forks? So I have removed the MacDon pack from the server. That's for when other people want to join the server. They might not have that. So the rest of these are mods with additional content which they don't need to download. Once we've moved the IBC, we will look at the tractors. I want a bigger tractor. It doesn't have to be a large tractor. We don't have the money for it now anyway. But it'll give us a goal. Maybe even look at silos. Not silos. Productions. But I want to do those on the field behind mine. So field 43. There we go. Bit of autosave lag there. But it would be nice to see a more dynamic surrounding. People working in other fields. I have been speaking to Kai about it. Those of you that don't remember, Kai was in my survival multiplayer challenge on 22. Now, realistically, you probably wouldn't want to push the IBC with your forks. But we're doing that now anyway. Okay. That's that done. Let's go park this back up. I'm trying to work out the best place to put the key right now. Maybe there would be better. Now that I think about it. Because I keep bashing it with my mouse. I'll put that there. And my mouse has more space. Okay, so we're gonna move. We're gonna park our sprayer. In we go. Park next to our Skoda. Now that I think about it, the Skoda, we can probably move this. Back to the driveway where it was originally. Gonna park it there. There we go. That looks good. Okay. So, yeah, we're looking good on our fields. So, we're gonna look at medium. We don't need a massive one. We can get the 700 Vario here, which has 203 horsepower. Apology. Huh? Game won't reopen. There we go. So what's the 303 horsepower? That might be the one we go for. Because 303 horsepower for less than 300 grand is good. There's Deutz-Fahr. Really, that's the only medium fence? So let's take a look at the large fence then. So we have the 900 Vario, which is significantly more expensive. But 415 horsepower for the 942. But that's 100 grand more than the 300. That one might be worth it. 415,000 though. Of 517 horsepower. We also, I mean, there's this. Now that'll be too expensive. I mean, this thing is ugly, I think. I don't like the way this looks. Also, this would have the same amount of horsepower as the tracked Fendt we just looked at. Or like 100 grand more. I think this will be worth it. How much would it be to lease? So 8,300, but 4 grand per day. No. We'd have to buy this. So we'll have to wait. But work on our farm is done for the day. So we are going to do contracts. So bale wrapping. Cultivate. We could cultivate. We could. So Ben's field, 2 grand. That's a small field. I think that's smaller than ours. This one is the big one, so that's 48. Now we could do that for 9 grand. With our own equipment, but it'll take forever. 60. That's a nice little one. But 2,950. Deadwood. So that's removing wood. Fertilizing we can do. That is a tiny field. 540. It won't be worth it. Harvesting. This could be worth it. So that is peas. We're not doing. That is carrots. That is green beans. Sorghum. That we could do. That one we can't. That one we can't. That one we can't. Another sorghum. 38 and 28 are sorghum fields. That one's carting quite a distance. We could do the 2 sorghum ones. We could. Ploughing. We could plough, but we have a tiny plough, so I'm not gonna. Rock removal. Sowing, so this is planting. They want barley, they want wheat. Spraying, so this is spraying herbicide. That field we could do, probably. But it's only 603. It's not going to be worth doing these spraying ones. So I think... we'll wait till Katie has something else to do in that field. We're going to do the 2 harvesting jobs. That we can do. So that's 28. Which is 2.5. And 38, which is another 2.3. We can do these. So we're not going to borrow items. We're going to accept contract. Okay. So we're going to go grab our Massey Ferguson. Probably not the best place to park this. Okay. We're going to look at the map real quick. So we're going to field 28. Which is over there somewhere. So off we go. We're going to unfold that. We're on the road, so I'm using my beacons. That's where we'll be taking it to. Which is easy for us. I think it's the brown field that we can see over to the right there. Yeah, looks like it. Now, gonna ask how we get there, but got this. So it's not a massive field, actually. Gonna start by annihilating the neighbor's crop. A harvest sorghum. I don't normally do sorghum, so I have absolutely no idea how this works. But I think $2,000 for this little field is pretty decent. So we chop just the tops off, it looks like. It looks like there is some weeds maybe in this field. There's definitely some weeds over in 18 over there. We might be able to fit all of this in the tank. This Massey Ferguson is a great combine for starting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on and I want to... You can see all the different belts moving. Like that. And off we go. I'm going to say that 2,300 is a great amount to get for harvesting this little field. Now, I did mention this in episode 1, but I do headlands when I'm harvesting because it makes no difference. It helps when you need to turn around in tighter areas, of course. I don't do headlands when I'm planting, ploughing, or cultivating because they look weird if you do. I also don't do a headland when I'm spraying. Um, just because. There's definitely some, like, weeds in this. I love this game. I do. I really do. Looks like they got a nice yield. Even though they have, weeds. It's definitely not a yield you'd be disappointed with. Unless you're an experienced farmer, I guess. At the specific crop type. But I don't do sorghum. I don't know what's good and what's not. I don't think we're fitting this in a tank. We might need to go pick up our tractor and trailer. The good thing is we get a little bonus with some of the produce what's made, which is good. But my next purchase will be a bigger tractor. I would also love to pay off as much of this loan as possible, as soon as possible. As of right now, we're not in a position where that's possible. The reason I don't think we're going to fit it all in the tank, we're not even 50% harvested of this field, and we're 63% full. But this is a good Massey. Good little machine. And we're not losing out on the reward for completing this because we didn't hire, well, we didn't hire, but we're not renting equipment, we're using our own. I think it's always better to do contracts with your own equipment. Because, I mean, you do make more, but also it saves you having to constantly rent equipment. And that's why I went on a massive spending spree at the start of this series. I bought everything I'm going to need for my farm. A harvester, a tractor, a trailer, a planter, a spreader, a sprayer, a forklift. We got everything we need. And a cultivator, and a plow. But when it comes to next harvest, I'm wanting to do soybeans. Which means we're going to need a new header. We're going to need a new planter. Because what we have now is a seeder. So we're going to need a planter for soybeans. Then, because I like doing it where once we've harvested, we're planting again. I don't like waiting massive amounts of time for things. Doing contracts is a good way to kill that time, because you can experience different things. We're over 80%, so we're going to turn on our beacon. Gonna go get these little bits that we missed. Gonna turn our engine off. Get our tractor. Gonna be on the road, so we're gonna turn on our beacons. Because it's a main road, this one. It is so much easier to drive with a steering wheel, even though there is a little dead zone. So we turn off the road here. Turn off our beacons because we no longer need them. What's in this field? Withered wheat. Come on, David. Another yard down there. The issue with the wheel, I don't have right. I can't do right bumper and left bumper at the same time. No, my vehicles aren't randomly veering off when I'm not holding onto the wheel. I've opened my fruit pastels now. Last little bit. I missed a little bit over here. Just gonna move this over here. And we're gonna go get into our tractor. Off to the sell point. 9,266 liters. We go down here. So this is the cultivating contract that currently is, this field in front of us. It'll take us a while, but we can do it. It is worth 10 grand as well, so it might be worth doing. Even though it might take a while. So we'll do that after the other harvest contract. Going to turn on our beacons. Because we are going to be driving on the road. This floods over the little... This floods over the track, look. That's cool. I'm going to assume it's this point. A good grand for the bank account, as well as the money from that. So we're gonna do the other harvesting job, which is coming to the same location, but it is, as you can see, quite a distance. So it's field 38, so we need to take the right-hand turn after the farm. I'm going to take this over first. The same sell point. So it's this right-hand turn. And it's pretty much all the way down in a straight line. Oh. Just look at all these fields. Looks so nice. So we're gonna park it over here. This little field, it's not massive, this field, actually. We're gonna stay there. Now, what's the best way from here? So we're here. May as well go... We can go on that one all the way down. Okay. So we're going on this track here. You can see where I went absolutely crazy with my tractor. Tracks do look amazing. It's over there. Somewhere. So it's this next right. I drive this better than I drive the tractor. Those sunflowers. Yeah. That's a pretty field of sunflowers. Like, look at it all. Might see if we can get the row crop header today. So when that's ready to harvest, we can harvest it. See our tractor up there? Crash into a mailbox. I didn't even raise my header. This is a much more thick looking crop than the last fields. This is a way better yield. Look at this. I am going at it at a different angle, but it just looks like a better yield to me. Off we go. Old MacDonald had a... Hi, Casper. How's it going? And on that farm, he had a Massey Ferguson. E-I-E-I-O. Why are you tired? It's only like 8 o'clock in the afternoon for you, right? On a Saturday as well. Evening. Yeah, still, same thing. Afternoon, evening. It's fine, I'm playing some music that will energize you. It's the hip-hop playlist of not Slipstream, Streamlabs music. I've been up since 7 AM and I played darts from 10 AM and got annoyed by people walking between where people had matches, so just throw darts at them. It sounds like a simple solution. They're gonna be stupid. Hit them with the darts. Accidentally. It's fun, I'm enjoying it. I especially like my ignition key. I'm not using the GPS system because I like farming on myself and I'm eating fruit pastels. I came to this stream prepared. Fruit pastels. I was ill the last few days, so fruit pastels is like, you know, gonna help, 100%. I'm enjoying it. I am in a dedicated server as well, so others could join me and have their own farms and have fun. Because the point of this series is I'm wanting to create like a community, if you will, and just make the world feel more dynamic. I just wish the AI would be visible at working in their farms, working in their fields. But we have seen it. Some farmers have abandoned fields, like that field over there, and their whole crop is withered. I wish the map was more dynamic in terms of farmers. Because it does feel like you are the only farmer in the world. Yeah, there's a lot of fields and stuff happens in them, but you never see it. It makes you feel like you're alone in the world. Looks like we're going to experience a weather change shortly. From sunny to cloudy. Overcast. About 80%, so we're going to turn on our beacons. Just like they would in real life. Little lake over there. There's a lime field over there, I think. It looks like a field full of lime. There's like no computer screens in here either. We did line up with this, it's just that last run down here was all over the place. I mean, it was kind of work. Gonna drive back to the field, the yard, in first person. Cause why not? Gonna give this a wash. Crash into a tree. Just out of curiosity. The cheapest is 53,000. I'm not gonna lie, this tractor is quite quick. Don't overtake someone just then instantly cut them off. It looks like we actually have less than the other field. Oh. We're gonna do the big cultivating job. And how? No wonder that's 12 grand. Fuck me. Where is... That cultivator was invisible. Like camouflaged. I can turn that off now. This will be the last job we do with the stream. Now I know we did a lot of cultivating recently, but I mean, almost 10 grand is, well, it's almost 10 grand. Off we go. Once we get that bigger tractor, we can get a bigger cultivator. And a bigger pretty much everything. The increased power will be very useful. Yeah, I'm missing some bits, but this ain't really my field, so I don't really care. And you don't need to be perfect with these, because it auto updates anyway. And I must confess, when in FS22, if I had a field this big to do, I would cheat it. I would set the ground type. And be like, yeah, job done. And move on to something else. This one, I'm not doing that. Mostly because that menu doesn't exist for this game yet. But also... it gets me prepared for when I do eventually move into these fields. And if I don't have the big equipment by then, I'll know roughly how long doing this will take. Obviously, if you have a direct drill or a direct planter or what have you, it would be significantly easier. This field is massive. And also, if we didn't need the money, I wouldn't be doing it. I do have my limits. I'm not plowing that field. It's the same owner as this field, Katie. Only that would be 12 grand. And our plow is tiny. Renting equipment for this job would probably have been better because it would have given me a bigger tractor and a bigger cultivator. But we'd also have to pay 600 for the rented equipment out of the reward. Food pestil's done. We're gonna leave that bit. Or not. My cultivator will get that bit. I'm also needing to change my promo code for Dubby. Because it won't be 2024. Next year, will it? We're at exactly 90 degrees, which means, well, now we're 90.4. So our vehicle does move a bit because of the contours of the ground. You can't exactly just let go of the steering wheel unless you're using GPS, which we're not. Just thought I'd turn our lights on. It is starting to get a little darker. We're also a quarter of the way done. This really puts our Fent to the test. And so far, we've not bought anything from the used machines, which we can check once this is done. See what's on there. Because who knows? Might have something on there that we need. Like a corn header. Don't need it. But it'll be better for when corn or sunflowers. And next harvest when we're planting our own soybeans and stuff. And corn. I do want to plant corn at some point. So we need to get this done by midnight, otherwise we automatically fail. This is a very big field, so I think we're gonna do it. It's just gonna take time. We also obviously have seasonal growth on and whatnot. Those are getting a little bit foggy, so I'm going to turn on my beacons. Be safe, be seen, and whatnot. It's not foggy over there. It is over there. Over there, we do have lakes and things. There is a lake over there as well. We can see that one field, that one lime field over there. We saw when we were working on the fields over there. I forgot what they were. Sorghum. Sorghum field. I just pulled out my harvest map. I went down all the ones that you harvest in September. Turns out you harvest corn and soybeans in September as well. Which is interesting. Shit, I just realized I forgot to do some information on episode 2, so I'll need to go through that after this stream. Our lights are on full now. For maximum visibility. 40%. This is definitely going to be worth the almost 10 grand that we're going to get paid for it. I feel like if we use the bigger machines, the almost 10 grand wouldn't feel as satisfying. But we're using our own little machines to prove that to do a field this big, you don't need massive machines. You probably need a whole day, but you don't need massive machines. For the in-game specialist of animals, Katie has a lot of fields that she's not using for animals. %50. Hey. I would understand how doing this field over and over again with equipment this small would get boring over time, which is why I purposely chose the fields I did. I didn't want to start in a massive field because there is no point starting with a massive unnecessary sized field like this one. Well, yeah, you'll make a ton of profit from it. It takes forever and you'll get bored too easily. Look at those tracks. Looks so good. Now that they actually look the way that they're supposed to. That's a great view. I wonder what Katie's going to be planting in this field. I'm not going to plant the field for her, though. Don't feel like we'd get paid enough. You can see how the ground undulates once you cultivate. Feel the little bumps. They throw the tractor off a little bit. %60 complete. Only 40% left. Woohoo. 70%. I understand this might not be the funnest thing to watch. I do understand that. Because we've been doing this for like half an hour now. My butt's also going numb. Gonna be running a bath after this stream. Be nice and relaxed. I'm not as ill as I was a couple days ago. Which is good. Thing is, I'm only streaming once tomorrow. Can't promise it's gonna be this. I might be Recycling Center Sim. And I'm in court on Monday morning. I got an appointment in the evening, which is also why I'm going to court, which is stupid in my opinion. And then I'll stream Monday evening. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday I'm at work for 12 hours a day. It'll be my first full week since I got trained. And my knee's better. Well, it's not 100% better. But I've been exercising it on the injury, getting used to it. And it feels a lot better than it did last week. Well, this week, during the week. It feels so much better now. I can actually walk longer distances without needing to limp and things. And without feeling any pain. So hopefully, working on it for 12 hours will be okay. Right now, I've got one leg on the knee that was sore. I'm using my knee for the accelerator, so it's my right knee that was the problem. And it's the reason I had so much time off work this week. %. I think 10% is like 1.5 strips. I think each strip is like 8%. So about 4 strips left. It would definitely be done by now if we were using the bigger machines, but I like using my own machines. Something else I would have done in 22 is use government subsidies. The government subsidy mod. But I'm not doing that for this save. I can, because it is already a mod. And it's a mod that my server supports. But I'm not doing government subsidies. That makes it too easy. Because I think when I was doing it in 22, I did a government subsidy on 3 fields when I was being run by AI. And it was equating to like 1.5 million a day in subsidies. So I think subsidies are a little OP. It would be great for getting out of debt though. I think I might install it but only use one of them. One government subsidy. Fine. I'll need to do some research into that mod. Which we'll do together. Once we're done. Hello, Ellie Kemper. It's lowercase d. And I don't have a Discord server, it'll just be my profile. I don't have a Discord server. I don't need one. I'm not big enough. Unless I removed that command. I can't remember. I know I purged some commands that I had. Check. I have removed the Discord command. A little cat said hi to me as well. But my Discord, if you're wondering, is just the Diamond Bullet, all one word, all lowercase. That's it. I don't know why I removed that command. I'll have to re-add it. Daggerwin's just released another video on his series. What episode is he on now? See. Daggerwin is on episode 26. In less than a week. He's absolutely blitzing. Loving this tractor. 99. Contract finished. On 22, it did let you continue, even if the contract was finished, so we're going to collect that. 9,093, and look, it fixes itself. We're going to go wash our equipment. I like my equipment being nice and clean, even if it doesn't change anything. But now that that's all done, I'm gonna see if sleeping works. Nope. There is a... Look, if I go into general settings, interactive zone markers, you can see it there. We can't use it. And then they're just like sleep marker. There is a placeable version of the pressure washer. So we can't remove that. So we can't even sleep in this farmhouse. Why not? Looks like we're gonna have to do... What's happened to this menu? I also want to see how much our loan repayment is. Our loan interest per day. Well, we're past midnights and we haven't paid anything. Nothing in property maintenance. Huh. No loan interest. We're not paying anything every day. Unless it's every month. Okay, so we're gonna go to the menu. Here it is. So, get some subsidies for your farm to help you along in a bad year. Shop categories generators. Comes with 2 tiers of contracts per subsidy type. Municipal subsidy options per year, 48 and 480. And government subsidy is 4.8 million and 48 million. Subsidy benefits are currently only granted on sunny weather. Lol. So you don't get subsidy for rain? I'm not going to touch that. So that is going to do it for this stream. Thank you for coming out and joining me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!